Okay, so welcome to the Wink Sleep Quiz. This is where we test the sleep IQ of a special guest and maybe even find out if they're a sleep mythbuster. And today our guest is Annie Grace. And if you haven't heard of her, I'm going to get Annie to tell you a bit about herself. Hey Annie, how you doing?
Great, thanks for having me.
So would you like to let people know about Annie Grace and what you do?
Yeah, absolutely. So I am the author of a few books, The Alcohol Experiment and This Naked Mind. And they are basically a science-based and compassion-led way to either take a break or completely stop drinking and change your relationship with alcohol.
Lovely. That's a very simple sort of a description of what you do because, I've worked with you for a bit now and you're doing incredible things, and a lot of things I know are on the go. So I do recommend people sort of Google and check out what Annie does. She's got multiple options available, and it's a really sort of a great offering that she's got there, especially for people that have tried other methods and felt like it hasn't really worked for them. So thanks, Annie. So we've got some rules for today for this Sleep IQ quiz. So the idea is that there will be 10 questions and they're numbered from 1 to 30. So you're going to choose the number and then I'm going to ask the question. So it's a little bit random in that sort of way.
Cool.
The answers are often in a true, false, yes, no, multiple choice. Sometimes it's a number sort of format. And hidden amongst these questions is a sleep myth. So if you get a sleep myth right, you get a bonus point. Okay?
Awesome.
Excellent. So we'll have just a warm-up question. So the first warm-up question is, how did you sleep last night?
I slept really good until my son came in my room around 2 because he was having a nightmare. And then I fell asleep in his bed, and I slept pretty good after that too, but a little bit of an interruption.
There you go. That happens, doesn't it? All right. So from here, first question is up to you. Just pick a number between 1 and 30.
Let's do 30.
Oh, shit. I was hoping no one would go straight for 30. Okay. Here we go. If you could sleep with anyone in the world, who would it be?
Oh, that's funny. My husband.
Okay.
Pretty boring answer.
I was going to say there's a double meaning there, so you can sort of take it any way you wanted to. All right, so I guess you got that question right. All right, so next question.
23.
23. Okay, the question is, playing a violent video game in the hour before bed is much worse than watching TV. True or false?
I think false. I think they're probably pretty equal.
Yeah, you got that right. Well done. Well done. We actually did this study, and we were surprised that there wasn't much difference between the two. And this was going back about 10 years ago. So, but clearly there's stuff throughout the internet that playing a violent video game in the hour before bed is terrible. So you get a bonus point for busting that sleep myth already.
I probably read it on your site, I'm sure. So
There you go. All right, next question.
8.
Which one was named first? REM the music band or REM Sleep?
REM Sleep.
Yep, there you go. You got that one right too. Killing it. Okay, next question.
7.
7. The, in finger quotes, sleep training technique that is used with infants harms babies.
Oh, this is loaded because I did it with some of my kids and not with others of my kids. And actually, okay, so the child that I sleep trained sleeps the best now and actually enjoys sleep. So in my little study of 3, I'm going to say, no, it does not harm babies.
There you go. And that's another sleep myth. This is just prevalent everywhere. I mean, as you know, it's a loaded question. There are just so many people that are just on opposite sides here. And there's a lot of people saying how much it harms the infant and blah, blah, blah. And we actually did the first study to look at the cortisol levels and found that the cortisol levels didn't increase. And there was sort of harm that happened later on with the child's, emotions and behavioral issues, which is like what you just said. So you're absolutely killing it. Your IQ is going to be bigger than mine soon. So next question.
3.
3. Oh, let's see how we go here. In Australia, the estimated costs of inadequate sleep is either 45 million, 4.5 billion, or 45 billion.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to say 45 million.
45 million. It's, it's
Wow.
$45 billion.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. It was one of the first studies that actually did that, to have a look at the economic cost of sleep, or I should say inadequate sleep. So it was like, whoa, yeah, this is something serious to take heed of. All right, next question.
How about 25?
25. Well, this will be an interesting one for you. A night terror occurs during which stage of sleep? Deep sleep or REM sleep?
Deep sleep? I'm totally guessing.
Well, your guess was correct. It was 50-50 anyway, wasn't it? That's right. That's right. So yeah, as opposed to a nightmare, which is in REM sleep, which is in the second half of the night usually, night terror actually happens in deep sleep. So almost like an hour or even 2 hours after a child's gone to bed. Next question.
How about 7?
So does the blue light from screens directly affect sleep? Yes or no?
Oh, I feel like I read this on your site too. I'm going to say yes, but I think you're going to say no.
Yes, you should have gone with that gut feeling. That's right. You've heard too much about what's on the internet there. Yeah,
Yep.
we did the first study in teenagers, and we found that it didn't affect their sleep directly. And there's been a whole bunch of other people that have tested this in teenagers and young adults.
Wow.
One of the worst sleep myths that's going around. So there's no direct link between the blue light and sleep on that one. Okay, in the home straight, got a couple more questions.
How about 11?
11. Okay, how long is the ideal power nap?
Oh man. I know for me, if I fall asleep, I can't get back up. So I can't nap, but probably like 15 minutes.
Close, but not correct. But who knows? Who knows? I mean, because I was actually a participant in one of these studies, and anyway, the answer was 10 minutes, and the test
Wow.
the test was like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and 30 minutes, and 10 minutes was bang on. It was the sweet spot there. So interesting stuff for those people that can do it.
Is it like you have to fall asleep and then clock the 10 minutes, or is the falling asleep part of? Okay.
It's 10 minutes of sleep, even when, because we had electrodes on people's scalps when this study was done. So it's even 10, it doesn't have to be 10 consecutive minutes. It can be like 5 minutes. Oh, you woke up for a bit, go back to sleep, another 5 minutes. So it's just 10 accumulated minutes. And then you get this benefits from the power nap up to 3 hours later.
Wow.
Yeah. All right. Got a couple more questions.
All right. Let's do 18.
18. Can chamomile tea help your sleep? Yes or no?
Yes.
No.
I should have known. If it's an old wives' tale or you read it on the internet, it's not true.
That's right. That's right. I was really happy to find this because, I mean, I've been given chamomile tea by my nonna, my Italian grandmother, for so many years. In fact, I feel nauseous when I read out this question. And I can finally say to her, you know, it doesn't help you sleep. But, you know, she's just does not believe it. So I don't even bother. All right. Final question.
How about 27?
27. Okay. So this is almost like a 50-50 one here. Does depression lead to insomnia, or does insomnia lead to depression?
I bet insomnia leads to depression.
Ah, yes, that's right. That's right. Fantastic. So your sleep IQ score is 8 out of 10.
Wow.
That's good.
I'm impressed with myself.
There you go. There you go. Well, thank you very much for joining me with the sleep IQ quiz. I hope you had some fun.
It was fun.
That's good. That's good. And for anyone who wants to look up Annie Grace, certainly plug in her name and the alcohol experiment. And just, you know, if you're feeling curious, just have a look, have a read, and you'll be surprised. It can be quite life-changing. So thanks, Annie.
Thank you.